what I like about Paul, even though Paul messed up and God had to set him straight, when he got on that road to serving God, he said, my grace, God let him know, my grace is sufficient for you, Paul. Paul had to stand up against Peter, one of the main leader, and let him know this ain't right. See, that's what I was saying. Even me, I don't care who it is. There's times when I'm in prayer, when I'm fasting, when I'm seeking God, God to show me things that I'm wrong about. Just like when I first started out, I said I messed up. I didn't do what God told me. He told me to come on earlier, and then I was messing up. But you can see the flow now after I got it right and said, Lord, to forgive me. Because I was sitting out here in my flesh saying, I'm hungry. I done been fasting. Let me be honest. I was saying I'm fasting. I done did 2 platforms. I was like, and God was like, let me know that you not no longer your own. Some stuff you got, it might have been somebody, and I have to ask, Lord, forgive me, that what it was going to be online, that was going to be saved by this word. It was a word of conviction. It was a word that was going to draw them into God, which is love. And see, Paul was putting this conviction and was putting this guilt and putting all this other stuff on them and saying they had to do. But Paul was not doing, Peter was doing that. But Paul was saying, no, we don't have to do that. He stood up to Peter. And so now he said, but when I saw that they were not straightforward about the truth of the gospel, I said to Peter before them all, if you being a Jew living in the manner of a Gentile and not as a Jew, why do you compel Gentiles to live as Jews? We who are Jews by nature and not sinners of the Gentiles, knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by faith. And in Jesus Christ, even we have believed in Christ Jesus, that we might be justified by faith in Christ and not by works or law. And see, that's why Paul had this conversation with Peter. He was letting him know. Justified. And I was like, justified by works of the law. And it's basically for being declared righteous. We are made righteous through what God had did through faith, through Jesus dying on the cross. And we're not saved through rules, legalistic ways of thinking that you got to wear a dally. You can't come. And even if a person come and they in the church and they smelling like alcohol, well, we got to wait until we get them straight and right. That ain't what gets us saved. It's the heart. It's the heart God's looking at. That's what God was saying. I love God because he was letting me know, Teresa. I was saying, God, this is too strong of a, I was being honest. I said, God, you stepping me out here with some stuff. But he was like, you do what I tell you to do. And even in your mess ups, I'm going to still be there. And even in the midst of that, you be there. I'd rather mess up and be here. I'd rather maybe learning and growing and stuff and do what God tell me to do than hold back. Because I was like, God, I'm